Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back! Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're checking out Attack on Titan. This is episode 34. And I just want to know where in the hell are they taking Eren, all right? That's all I care about. That's all I got to say. I want to check this out.
Yeah, we saw Eren get bit out of his Titan, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able. See, I'm just so excited. I can't spit it out to see what they're doing.
He's wet.
Wetty, willing, and able.
Wetty, willing, and
The
able.
answer was wetty, willing, and able.
And wet.
And wet. And so am I. They got Eren in a predicament. I can't wait to see how this plays out.
I ain't wet, but I'm burning with desire to see where they took Eren.
Jeez.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Regulators! That was good timing.
Let's ride!
軍隊長、どこ行く気ですか？
例の歩けない巨人を捕獲した村。
その体で馬なんか乗ったらバラバラになりますよ。
Find out who it
私が行
is.
きますから。どうぞ気絶でもしててください。
Faint or something.
展開せよ。作戦神経を取る。
Flying V?
Yeah.
I love when they do the formations.
Flying V, Jesus.
No!
Let's go.
Some folks are afraid you're going to poke somebody's eye out with your symphony orchestra over here.
I'm well under control.
He's just using the room. Using the room.
Youth in the room. Explore the space.
Explore the space.
Explore the space.
Explore. I'll admit, the song kind of grew on me, but it's
Yeah, it's
not
growing on
season
me.
one. It's not,
Not season one.
Are you
Kenny
pushing
Omega.
Or are you dragging?
Are you rushing or are you dragging? Not my tempo.
Not my tempo. These are big
Oh,
trees.
Big tree fall hard. Now I can't. It's great.
Wait, does he have arms? They're just wrapped up, or are they just gone?
Oh!
見ろよ、私もこの通りだ。お互い今日は辛い日だな。
なんで俺の腕がねえんだ。俺がやったんだ。慌ててうなじに噛みついたら、お前の両腕をないがしろにしちまった。
俺は負けたのか。
エレン、やめろ。
まあ待てよエレン。ここはウォールマリア内にある巨大樹の森だ。当然、巨人さん方の敷地内なわけだ。あれも気候種って言うんだろうか。
Laying on the ground.
下には細かいのが多い。これも十分脅威だ。繊細なんだろうな、きっと。
That's interesting that they're not coming at him.
せこい奴らめ。二人だけ立体起動装置をつけてやがる。闇雲に今ここで巨人化しちまうのは得策とは思えない。そうじゃなくても、周りは巨人だらけなんだ。暴れてる余裕はないんだって。
そもそも今お前らは巨人になれん。体力は限られて、今はお前らの体を修復するので手一杯のようだ。
誰がてめえの言葉なんか信用するか。
It's true.
I can't unsee Lesnar now.
Thank you for that comment.
Yep, thank you for that.
その辺の仕組みは、あんたらと違ってよう知らん。あんたたちはこれから私らをどうするつもりなんだ。
おとなしくしろって言って従うわけがないことぐらい分かってる。つまり巨人が動かなくなる夜まで俺たちはここにいるしかねえのさ。
鎧の巨人のまま走って故郷に帰らず。
お前の想像に任せる。
隙を見て巨人化したとして、そもそも俺はまともに巨人化できるのか。もしくはライナーでさえここで休まざるを得ない現状を鑑みるに、
単純に夜になるのを待ってるってことか。
俺らの体が治りきるのを奴らが待ってるはずがない。このままじゃ何もできねえ。あの後みんなどうなった？調査兵団は？
あの城の巨人は夜なのに平気で動いてたぞ。
ここの巨人は夜には動けない。
俺と同じで何も知らないってわけでもなさそうだが、味方なのか？もともとよくわからない奴ではあったが。とにかくだ。情報を集める。この状況を切り抜ける。
Learn all the angles. Like Armin would do.
感情を噛み殺せ。体を修復しろ。
3時の方向に巨人。
Oh, look at that come.
右翼後方で深淵弾確認。極力最短ルートを維持せよ。ミカサ、ミカサ、
flying.
少し力抜け。陣形が乱れるじゃねえか。あいつは絶対諦めねえ。
That's our guy.
Never give up.
あの時みたいにな。
A little further.
Slowly. Slowly.
ライナー、水はないのか？
確かにそれは死活問題だ。この状況じゃ手に入れるのは無理だ。昨日の午前からだ。巨人が湧いてからずっと働き詰めじゃねえか。ひとまずは休ませてもらいてえもんだ。
ライナ
あのわけのわからねえ状況下でよく動けたもんだよ。いいと思うんだがな。
何を言ってんだあんた。
別に今すぐ隊長に昇格させろなんて言ってないだろ。お前らあの大砲どっから持ってきたんだよ。そんでもってその後のクリスタなんだが、どう見ても俺に気があるよな。実はクリスタはいつも俺に対して特別に。
Oh, what's she doing?
てめえ、ふざけてんのか？
殺されてんなら普通にそうや。
ありゃどう見ても普通じゃねえよ。何か知ってんならいい加減黙ってないでなんとかしてやれよ。
君は兵士じゃないだろう。僕らは戦士なんだから。
He doesn't remember?
Yeah, it's like, what's going on?
Oh boy.
He didn't even know he was a Titan.
Suplex City.
そうだったな。
He doesn't even remember what he did or that he was a Titan? Because he was talking about the wall still being intact.
Yeah.
なんとなくだが分かった気がするぞ。壁を破壊した奴が命がけでコニーを助けたりなんてな。本来は壁の破壊を目的とする戦士だ。どちらが本来の自分か分からなくなった。
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
もしくは罪の意識に耐えられず心の均衡を保つために、その結果心が分裂し記憶の改ざん。すげえな。お前の実直すぎる性格じゃそうなってる。
黙れ。口を閉じろ。
Or what, Reiner?
悪かったよ。詮索が過ぎたな。
なんで被害者面してんだ、お前は。どういうつもりで俺たちの話を聞いてたんだ。俺は話したよな。お前らの目の前で、俺の母さんが食われた時の話を。やめろ！母さんは逃げらんなかったんだって。
Oh shit.
あの時どう思ったんだ。
あの時は
思ったよ。お前らは兵士でも戦士でもねえよ。ただの人殺しだ。
There it is.
んなこと分かってんだよ。
Aaron's
お前
gonna
にわ
break
ざわざ
him.
教えてもらわなくてもな。もう人間じゃねえんだぞお前らは。反省してほしいのか、謝ってほしいのか。泣きわめいて気が済むならそのままわめき続けてろ。
頑張ってお前らができるだけ苦しんで死ぬように。
Ooh, snap.
Seems like he understands
Yeah, he's accepted it.
そうじゃねえだろ。そんなガキみてえなこと言ってるようじゃ期待できねえよ。なあ、ライナー。あの猿は何だ？
Yeah, this
it. Oh,
guy.
the monkey.
何のことだ。
あの時のお前ら二人してガキみてえに目を輝かせて見てたよな。
なんだ猿って。
壁の中に巨人を発生させたんだ。こいつらが目指してんのもそいつのところさ。
お前知ってんのかよ。何を知ってる？知ってること全部話せ。
あの二人をやっつけて終わりだと思ってんのなら、そりゃ大きな勘違いだ。
敵はなんだ。
そりゃ言っちまえば
ユミル、お前次第ではこっち側に来ることも考えられるだろ。
Uh-huh. They wanted him to join.
信用できる。お前の目的はクリスタを守ることだろう。俺たちが受け入れられないと思うか。俺たちよりもエレンの力の方が頼りになるのか。俺らに連れて行かれたらまず助からないと思ったからだろう。だがクリスタ一人くらいなら俺たちで何とかできるかもしれない。自分のわずかな命か、クリスタの未来か。
Jeez.
猿ってなんだ。どういうことだ。
A monkey. Yeah, he hasn't seen it.
敵の正体はユミル。
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
There's the signal.
くそ。あと1時間もすれば日没だ。
They pulled the Hobbit move and talked to him until the sun was ready to go. Turn him into stone.
And of
The way
course.
to end it.
Oh, Ymir, you tricky devil, you.
Oh, Seems like she's another Armin. Just they're always thinking.
Yeah, a couple moves ahead. This one was cool for a lot of reasons. One, I know they've done it on this series before, but I really liked how they did the animation, and I guess I'll use the word zoomed in for lack of a better term, the way they were showing the eyes in this of all the characters. They showed Ymir's eyes, Eren's eyes, Reiner's, and I just thought it was a cool way to show emotion, how it zoomed in on their eyes. Like, it kind of reminded me of like the Dollars trilogy with Clint Eastwood and Sergio Leone's, how that was a big thing in there. So I don't know if it maybe drew from some of that, but that's what it reminded me of, was the good, the bad, the ugly, fistful of dollars, few dollars more. That's what it reminded me of. So I liked that, the kind of the standoff, them trying to figure out where everybody stands. I think we were all thrown for a loop when Reiner couldn't remember anything.
Yeah,
he was talking all this nonsense about protecting the wall and everything else. I'm like, what are you talking about? You ran through it.
Was funny how it confused all of us.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like, well, he kind of
Are we on the right
something.
episode?
He destroyed some stuff, but is he talking about the last run?
Yeah.
That they just protect the wall?
Yeah.
Like as the Colossal?
Yeah, so that was something that I didn't expect to see coming, about how he's trying to mentally deal with what he's done by almost splitting himself into two different people. And I know we've seen a couple of movies like that where they'll do the split personality type thing to have all that trauma on one individual, and then so this personality can live or whatever it might be. So that was really interesting. And Eren, man, our guy just needs to calm down a little bit, take some notes from Armin, read the room a little bit, gather some information, and, then start thinking a couple steps ahead. And hopefully, like you're saying, maybe Ymir will kind of take that into consideration. It seems like she already has. Hopefully some of that will rub off on Eren, at least to kind of figure out what's going on, because I still don't know because Reinhardt and his buddy, Berthold. Yeah, I was going to say Bernthal. John on the mind here. But
he is a fabulous actor.
I don't think they've had any interaction with the Bigfoot monkey Titan much at all, at least not that they remember. So I'm wondering what their plan is for that. I want to know the size difference between, our Colossal Titan versus the monkey Titan. So I think that'll be interesting to see once that comes up. So just, again, a very intriguing episode that was literally nothing more than them talking in a tree. We had the little bit with Mikasa on the horses and her rushing ahead, possibly breaking up the formation. They had to get that back under control. And I know you folks said to pay attention to everything in this, and I think you caught it, Oak, or maybe it was Diamond Dave, about Mikasa having that cough. Now, you guys said everything matters, so I'm wondering if that matters, because we're supposed to pay attention to everything. So looking forward to the next one.
Well, it makes sense, too, while they're on the tree branch, and they were the main focus, because the last episode was mainly Mikasa and the crew.
Yeah, it was them on the wall. But it was just a really interesting concept. I mean, it was the second time that Eren turned into a Titan. He didn't know who he was or what he was doing that time. So I'm wondering if for Rainier, if that keeps Reiner, how Brock.
We might as well just start calling him Brock.
Yeah,
Lesnar,
Brock Lesnar. No, Brock Lesnar. I'm just wondering if, because he's turned into that Colossus so many times that it has just driven a wedge between them, and so he's trying to justify. So that way the Colossus can justify what they're doing, and then he can like, well, I'm still a soldier, protect everyone, and he still has his like best interest. He's talking about Krista. She's kind of got I think she's got the hots for me. It's like, and then Eren finally was like, dude, what is wrong? Like, don't you realize like what is wrong with this guy? And then we saw Berthold just sitting there like, it's like on Wayne's World, he does this every Friday. So that was a really cool thing in there. And then we have the corpse coming up, and then even I forgot her name. She was up on the wall and she wanted to go back to the ruins and see the Titan that couldn't walk.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering
Connie's
village.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what's going to happen if they do get back there, if that one dude gets over there and like that ends up being like his mom or something. I don't know, because there's just so much to look for. Because remember, there was no forcible entry in those houses,
just
and no
there.
bloodshed, no nothing. So this is really good. And then yes, Eren just needs to take his emotions out of it. Even Ymir told him, like, take your emotions out of it, so that way you can make a plan. I mean, he saw that that's what happened when he was having the fight with Colossus. He took his emotions out of it, was smart, and he was whooping ass.
Yep.
Layers on top of layers.
Like an onion.
Smothered with more layers, dipped with layers, and sprinkled with layers. I mean, the plot just keeps thickening and thickening. And I know we're, only partway into the second season, but it's like, this is a lot of development. It was an interesting episode. Like Quinn said, that basically the whole episode was just dialogue with them in the trees, but it felt like it went just as fast. It felt everybody's meaningful as any of the other episodes. It was interesting seeing Brock kind of like forget where he's at, because the last episode we really understood that Eren is cognizant of what's going around him in his Titan form, and now they switch gears, like almost like a 180, where Brock's like he's forgetting who he is. I had predicted, a handful of episodes ago and kind of moving forward prior to this episode that I thought maybe they would try to recruit Eren and Ymir, and now that's what we're seeing with Ymir, is that they were trying to talk around, you can join us, you can join us. Now their goal has not been made clear, a big question mark there, but question marks is what we do here on Attack on Titan.
Yep.
So big question mark there. The fact that those two didn't know anything about them, we call him Bigfoot, now they're calling Monkey Titan, but the fact that they said they didn't know anything about that, I find that a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Like, we're just playing coy. Oh, yeah, we don't know anything about that. But maybe they don't. Maybe there's, maybe Bigfoot controls all the other, goofy, whatever Titans, and maybe the Colossals and the people that have the ability to turn into Titans maybe are something separate. So it's very interesting. Again, lots of layers to the story, but very, very good writing. And, of course, another to be continued with the troops pretty close by, sunset approaching. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Eren doesn't have his hands back quite yet, but we saw Ymir's hand. It's almost fully regrown, so it'll be interesting.
I just realized we got 3 episodes left of season 2.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
We're done. 3 episodes.
Well, season 2, like we're not done, but
for
season 2.
Yeah, for the whole thing.
We're done.
Yeah,
season 2. These are the last 3 right here.
Right to the end.
I was just kind of curious because I just remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, we're 12 episodes in.
Yeah.
We're starting now. This episode, I'm like,
because of the way they do the count, it's kind of throwing us off. Instead of like 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they just continue the number.
It's 235, 237.
So we got
that'll be
35, 36, 37 left.
Yep.
So I got to imagine we're going to get a hell of another cliffhanger, but we're probably still going to get a lot of information in these last 3. Again, not probably any answers, but just more information for us to kind of keep theorizing and keep coming up with a bunch of stuff.
Do we know how big of a gap there was between the end of season 2 and season 3?
I don't recall, but some
Well, I think
folks let
this
us
was
know.
in 17, and then I thought it saw 18 was 20.
I thought there was
3
a
was pretty close.
Yeah, I thought if I remember one comment right, I thought they said 4 years they had to wait, and then it was kind of almost back to back for season 2 and 3.
Nice.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You folks know I don't. But to this episode, thank you to the few people that said this was Reiner was based after Brock Lesnar. It makes it so obvious now when you get told that it's like Brock feature, so it's hilarious. So he may now be known as Lesnar moving forward. Reiner, I know some of you like to stick strictly to the names, but just letting you know it's going to happen here and there.
And the pronunciation, which I cannot do. So
Yep. So
that's how it is.
I did appreciate the conversation here in the tree because, like I said, we got a lot of Mikasa and that crew last episode, so we needed the catch-up episode for this one with this crew. And it was great because Ymir was pretty much dang right in everything she was saying, and then it got under the skin of Reiner for him to kind of come out and say some more. So I did like Eren's question, like who's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Like I did enjoy that, and then of course I loved Ymir's response. Who knows? So it's going to be interesting to see. I just want to see the origin, not like right now. I'm still involved in this story, but hopefully the origin of like how did all these people? I still think the dad had something to do with it. Or he knows someone, and that's how we had that stuff to start injecting some people. Either way, I can't wait. It's going to be an epic day when we find out what the origin of that was. Because, like Eren was saying here, these guys are just murdering people. Like, what's the motivation of why? Why are we taking out humans?
And the thing is, too, is like you're sitting there as I'm telling you the story of my mom, even though you guys were involved in it. It was you that kicked the stone that hit my house.
Yeah, so I 100% am on Team Eren in this one because it's like,
what do they have to gain?
I watched my mom get ate by a Titan because of you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like,
yeah,
I'm supposed to join up with you guys?
Yeah, I don't see what Reiner and Berthold have, whatever. You guys know. Berthold, you guys know. I don't see what they have to gain from being Titans and attacking humanity.
We don't right now, but it'll probably make sense later.
Yeah, maybe.
But again, I just
just
think it's
make
great
more
writing
questions.
here because
Yeah.
everything that's going on, it's, again, we're doing this build. You already know this, but we're doing this build.
Yep, it's
to an
gonna be
epic.
awesome.
We'll say I got to imagine the last 10 episodes are just out of this world insane, like of the series, not like of the season. But
well, I'm sure these last 3 episodes will be pretty good though too. Just of this
let's hope they're
season.
bangers.
So with that said, we cannot wait to get a jump
after
on those
banger
3. So for
after
Diamond,
banger.
Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. Of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
まさか調査兵団がもうライナー君は今なんだあいつはマルセルを食ったやつじゃないかユミルの立場は明白だ上手に立ち回って自分だけは生きたいと思うクリスタと出会うまではクリスタはウォール教の一族の重要人物だもし座標がエレンでなければ俺たちの任務はまだ終わらない
The coordinate.
Be the coordinate.
近いな今度またここに来るときは兄とクリスタとそれを持って故郷に帰ろう故郷に帰ったら兄に自分の思いを伝えろ俺じゃなくたってわかるぐらいな
Annie, isn't she frozen?
Well,
still?
she's in that big block of whatever.
こんなの俺たち以外に誰が理解し合えるって言うんだエレン無駄な抵抗はするなよなあ乱暴な真似はよしてくれよなあ頼むよ
Otherwise, Suplex City.
Oh,
Goes for the elbow.
roaring elbow.
There you go. Get him with the elbow.
Whoa!
君は人間に戻るとき誰を食ったか覚えているか
でもちょうど5年前
Legs are still kicking him back.
お前らの仲間だったのかすまないな覚えてすらいなくて
僕らの時もそうだったエレンも覚えてなさそうだし
そういうものなのか私を恨んでいるか
よくわからないどれだけ壁の外をさまよっていたんだ
60年ぐらいだ
Whoa.
Whoa.
So they don't age.
60 years?
Oh, he was walking.
迂回路がありますそちらへ向けますか
このまま押し通る勝利
Go
Prepare for battle. Let's go.
俺の巨人は足が遅いからな囲まれでもすりゃお前らまで守ってやれねえぞ
新エンド調査兵団が助けに来たのか
エルヴィン団長がいるのかもしれん相手は手強いぞ
Guys should be watching where they're going here.
A lot of trees in your way that you could hit.
あいつ
Oh, she saw her.
クリスタがそこまで来てる
あ
あいつはバカで遠くへ倒しちゃうしか
It's stupid.
別の機会にする
Huh?
どうやってあの中からクリスタを連れ去るんだ機会を待て
ダメだ信用できない
There you go.
信じろクリスタは本当に俺らにも必要
She's
なん
in
だ
this.
じゃあ今やれよ
They want her
今
so
それを
bad.
証明してみせろ二度とあいつに会えないんだろ
Do it.
She's gonna let go.
I think she's tied on. Unknown.
Parts unknown. Ymir.
I'm gonna see the ultimate warrior.
No.
Parts unknown.
The warriors are going to meet the ultimate.
約束するクリスタだけは必ずこの争いから救い出すと
I mean, I get she's part of that family, but there's got to be more to it.
まただよクリスタ。ここまで来てまた私は。
Here's a promising one? Promising for what?
全く新しい人生を始めるんだ。新しい人生には新しい名前が必要だ。
あの時初めて自分に嘘をついた。これは仕方のないことなんだって自分に言い聞かせたんだ。
このユミル様こそ真に王の血を継ぐ存在。我らは永遠に不滅だ。
What is
kind of-
going on?
What kind of sideshow we running here?
悪い気分じゃなかった。何より初めて誰かに必要とされて。
この娘が言ったんだ。
そんなのは全部作り話だったってことを。
そうなのか。
そうだ。私がユミル、王家の血を継ぐ存在だ。それでみんなが助かるならと、そうはならなかった。
Oh.
No way.
Oh.
Holy shit.
They injected her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did, but did you see when that
It lit
yellow?
up.
誰かの言いなりになって人の役に立てていると自分に嘘をつき続けたことへの
巨人だ。逃げろ。
Do they have to eat a human to turn back into a human?
Notice they have an English song?
そこには自由が広がっていた。仮に運命ってやつがあるならその気まぐれさに笑うしかなかった。
Right?
でもその時私は誓ったんだ。もう二度と自分には嘘をつかない。自分に正直に生きようって。
クリスタレンズという名を与えられ訓練地送りになったそうだ。どうせなら生まれてこなければよかった。
Oh, wow.
いいことしようとしてるだろ。お前と出会ったんだ。自分に嘘をついて。最後にもう一度だけ自分に正直にならせてくれ。この地形なら私が一番強い。
Oh.
よせ。
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so she didn't completely take him
ユミ
out.
ル、よせ。
私は別にいいよ。お前からエレンを奪って調査兵団のところに行くことも。お前らが今クリスタを連れて行かないのだ。
何を言ってる。じゃあクリスタはどうなる。
クリスタの未来を奪うことになっても私は生きてあいつに会いたいんだ。
Oh, that's
Oh.
こんな人間だと知っても優しく笑ってくれるんだぜ。怒らないでくれよ。私も戦うから今より逃げやすくなるからさ。私が正気か確かめてくれよ。
You got that crazy look in your
Your
eyes.
eyes.
Oh.
今森の奥の方で光が見えました。
間に合ったか。勝因3回。エレンを見つけ出し奪還せよ。
Oh.
Oh man. Bye, red shirt.
Oh.
Jeez.
何より奪い去ることを優先せよ。まずは敵を見つけて全員に知らせろ。
エレン、どこに。
巨人の叫び声か。森の奥からだ。こんなところに。
こいつはユミルです。さらわれたユミルの巨人の姿です。エレンはどこだ。ライナーは。ベルトルトは。
巨人化してライナーたちと戦ってたの。
おい、なんか喋れよ。
Man, we ain't getting shit in this one, are we?
Oh, jeez.
何か変だぞ。
Okay, yep.
Nope.
無事だったんだね。
No, she didn't,
She didn't
eat
eat her.
her.
Just
Yeah.
keep her.
Right, she's just keeping her in her mouth, but that's just odd. But I get it. That's how the Titans do their
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it's gonna scare the shit out of her.
ユミルがなんで。
俺は別に。
明らかに敵対的だ。僕らはおびき寄せられていた。
Oh no.
Back on the horses.
We're gonna chase
Gonna
them
go
all
for
to
an-
the open.
I don't know how they're gonna keep up with not Colossal, but Lesnar
Armored.
here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
What a way to end it.
I can't believe that plan actually worked for Ymir. I mean, this is a
I know.
very Ymir heavy episode, which I liked. We got a bunch of her background. Basically became the leader of a cult, essentially. She was the one who was in charge of everything. And yeah, it was. So what I'm wondering, like you were probably wondering, Diamond Dave, when they threw him off the wall, they injected him with something, and it looked like the one they tossed before Ymir, there was that flash of light, and then they did the same thing to her, and she obviously transformed. So somebody had to be behind that. I mean, that was clearly a Titan transformation, unless I'm completely wrong. So we'll have to find out more there, but the plan worked. They got Krista. Now they're bailing. Now we'll just have to see if the Corps can keep up with them on horses, because the horses have already been running what seems like all day at full speed. I mean, I don't know how much longer they can keep it up. I think it was in one of the cards of just what kind of speed that the horses had and how long they could do it for. So we'll have to wait and see. And again, this is a great episode. Now we've only got 2 left. So I'm skeptical as to what kind of answers we're going to get, but you know what? I don't even care because I'm enjoying the ride so much. This has just been great.
Yeah, it's a great show. I mean, awesome. But this episode too, with the whole backstory of Ymir, where she was essentially, an orphan, got taken. She was like, I could have fought for it, but I went with it. I could have said no, I didn't have the king's blood, but I went with it, hoping that I would. And she was doing that to spare the other one, so that way nothing would happen to them. And then she ended up being wrong. And so now we see that Diamond Dave paused it, where we clearly see the syringe that they put in her before kicking her off the top of the wall, I'm assuming. So there had to be some sort of experimental drug that they're doing that and seeing what the effects would be, and be like, oh well, if we kick them off and they don't transform, oh well, they're sentenced to death, but otherwise now they're sentenced to being a Titan.
Yeah, you have to have the
Lifetime
king's
Titan.
blood for the injection to work.
Yeah, or maybe that too. And then how, like, remember how we were like, how could they be so sneaky or whatever? Well, we saw that she was able to lay there for long enough for
60 years.
soil and stuff to cover her up and be just fine. And then she woke up. She ate a person and then became a person. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. If maybe, because remember they said there's no nutritional value for the Titans, so
Just kill.
they just take out humans for whatever. Is that maybe the reason that they can turn back into human? Is that maybe what they're trying to do? I don't know, but I'm just loving the show because yes, so many questions, but a lot of answers, and we got 2 left of this season. I cannot wait for more.
Well, I think the biggest takeaway for me from this episode is we finally pretty much learned that as far as the human's ability to turn into a Titan, this is something that can be done through pharmacological intervention. Or at least that's what this sure seems to imply here, with them kicking them off the edge with a syringe. Now, maybe it doesn't transform everybody, and as the answer kind of says, hey, look, you kick them off. If you hit the ground, you hit the ground. If you transform, cool, you're a Titan now. Why they would want to turn people into Titans,
I don't know.
is if they knew that Titans are so dangerous to humans, is
Population
a whole other thing to me. Maybe this civilization has their own wall. You take the people who are, guilty or whatever, kick them off the wall as you turn them into Titans. If they turn and survive, hey, we're protected inside here, but you're going to go out and cause havoc elsewhere in the world. That's kind of like my train of thought here as far as why they would purposely turn people into Titans. But now it's like the key to the basement, which now we're how far in, we still have nothing. now I wonder if Eren's dad isn't the one who created the formula that you inject people with to turn them into Titans. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, it would have been 60 years
Yeah,
prior.
6 years, so we don't know what the dad has.
Yeah, so the Titans don't age, and Eren is the coordinate.
excuse me, he doesn't have not created it, but he's got the formula.
Right.
There we go.
That's
Okay.
what I was
That
saying.
I can get
I
behind.
didn't mean create it. Like in the basement, he's got the formula for turning people
Making them
into
bigger,
Titans.
better.
Or maybe he did create, altered the formula. I mean, because we see that she turns into kind of an interesting looking,
Smaller
goblin.
one,
She
yeah.
reminds me of the goblins from Harry Potter. But certainly not a colossal titan. So maybe Eren's dad made some advancements.
Well,
but
maybe it depends on the person too.
yeah, it's very interesting though that they've they're finally come out and said, "Hey, look, this is something that is manufactured as far as people's ability to turn into Titans, or at least in her case."
Yeah, I'm seeing this image here with the syringe because you hear the sound, and then when you actually get a second to pause it, because it's a pretty quick interaction there.
Yep.
So first time watch, if you're not really looking for it, it's not hard to miss. But coming back, you're like, why do they have that? So now more questions on top of the questions that we already have. Like, to whoever said it here, why would you want to create Titans? Like, I don't understand that, knowing what they know. And they're going to basically take out you.
Yeah,
essentially.
they're going to come back eventually.
Yeah, so I'm baffled to that. So I know a lot of you keep saying, keep watching.
Oh, don't worry, we are.
Don't worry on that fact. But you guys keep saying we'll get our answers. So now I'm really hoping that we do get this answer to this, because I'm really intrigued to find out who is actually behind this. And clearly it's been around for a long time. So how and why? Eren's dad, what did he do with it? How did he get it? Did he, like you said, does he have the formula? Did he tweak it a little bit? Who knows? But that to me is just wild that is happening back then for punishment. And that's probably why now I'm wondering, like, are all the Titans because of all these schmucks? Because, we deem you to be offed. Here, take an injection and see if you live off this ledge here.
The interesting thing is that her hands are tied behind her back, and they give her the boot off the wall. She can't bite herself, she can't cut herself, she can't do anything to turn into a Titan. So
the pain probably
is it the pain of when you splotch on the ground?
What's thing in this?
Or is it just the fear?
I would say a fear, fight or flight, emotional kind of auto defense reaction.
Yeah, because then that's how Eren, he's getting a little pain, but also trying to control it.
Yeah.
So
remember that, and they have to be focused on something.
Because Eren can't just bite his hand
and do it. Yeah,
do it. There has to be something.
Like grabbing the spoon,
gnawing on his stump.
Yeah, and then
that too.
It's
Him
like
trying his damnedest to turn into a Titan.
As a human, can you? I don't know that a person can purposely give themselves goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you have to be in a situation.
I don't think
for it to
humans.
happen.
I've heard that before. That people, maybe you can, like, by thinking of something, but I don't think people can give themselves goosebumps. So I think it's a physical reaction to some sort of outside stimuli.
So Dave was looking at stuff too, and then where Connie is like kicking Ymir in the head. Come on, what are you doing? I thought that was so funny.
Let's not forget this
let's not
too.
forget that.
About the beginning
Connie's
here.
Connie's mom and
seems
dad.
to be Connie's mom.
Yeah, at least mom, yeah,
for sure.
So I think what was implied here, and God, I can't believe we didn't cover this. I think what's implied here is that everybody in the town took the injections to become Titans, and they destroyed their own homes. They didn't take their horses.
Yep, they said there was no blood.
And they become Titans. So
hers obviously didn't work.
Hers,
she wasn't able to move.
maybe we can't tell by the picture whether she she looks like she's standing up, but we don't know. Maybe she had some sort of disability. But I think that's clearly what's happened here is that
I don't even know if it's a disability. I think she just didn't know how to fully go.
do it.
Yeah, because I mean, Eren was missing half of an arm when he turned into a Titan and got it back.
And half his rib cage trying to protect.
So
Yeah, to stop the
not
case.
Armin.
So I think
more questions.
Oh, yeah.
few answers.
And what did they mean by Eren is the coordinate? I don't know if that was
That
like
was
a
something else, too.
translation that didn't come through correctly, because sometimes that happens, right? The
he's
translations
got to
aren't
get a piece to
100%.
their
I
puzzle.
think when they say Eren is the coordinate, I think he is the key
key.
or the target.
Yeah, that's what I would think as well.
He's
think
the
he's a
key or
piece
the
of the
target. He's the goal. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is the coordinate we have have to get to. This is the
Yeah,
goal.
he's the goal, yeah.
And I think if he's the goal, he's the main one they want to get. I think that was
It's the key master.
that was what that translation was.
See, and that kind of goes back to my, well, that doesn't go back to my theory. My theory of Beast being Eren's dad right now is they have to be clearly working with Beast. So it makes sense to why, if Beast is Eren's dad, why they're grabbing Eren, but then I don't know how Ymir works into this
Let me
puzzle,
explain
but
it to you, son.
it's going to be interesting too, because I know that, well, Reiner, he's all over the map. He doesn't remember shit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just kind of like, well, I mean, Beast, there's 2 episodes left. We haven't had much of Levi, which I'm kind of surprised by.
Yep.
And we need to start seeing Beast now to help kind of round up the troop, or round up our questions.
Levi's gotta
What's
get
interesting is like
fixed up.
what they'll do is they'll work something that seems like a pretty pivotal part of the story in for like 2 or 3 episodes and then just abandon it.
Yeah.
The basement key thing. Oh, we got to get to the key. We got to get to the key and abandon.
They
abandoned,
bring
it's
it.
here.
Yeah, they bring it. They
it's
bring it
here.
back every so often.
They sidetrack it. The Beast.
It's
like,
a side mission that you
who's
never
this
get
Beast?
to.
And then it's just off.
Well, if you think about it, like Walking Dead's done that plenty of times, where they show one thing, like season 1 with the helicopters, and then we deviated until about season 7 and 8 when the helicopters came back, when they actually found out a story they wanted to do with it. Not saying that's what happened here. I'm sure of course the Magna already had, or manga. I'm saying that wrong. Sorry. Either way, they planted the seed knowing that they have to come around
All the way
and
back
boom.
to it.
Well, you've got the big overwhelming story, and then
Plot.
you have all the individual characters in their different sets doing their stories to get to that goal. So we shall see.
Oh my God!
Can't
So-
wait.
We
Can't
got
wait.
2 more
shall
episodes.
see.
You shall see it.
You
All right,
shall
so for-
not pass.
So for Diamond, Dave Appleton, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you later on the next final 2 episodes of season 2. Cannot